but I will give you a little bit different view on the thematic that you have, and it will be from the more business perspective. And I'm coming from the company called Antea, and I'm director of the company. We are actually not new. We are about 20 years old, working all around the world. A lot in Africa, Asia, Latin America, but also a lot in Europe, in particularly in Alpen space in the Nube region, where we focus on circular bioeconomy value chains for at least last 10 years. So this brings us a lot of different views from different parts of the world, and we try to really capitalize and help European companies to transform to more green, to more biocircular business models. For our work, we got the quite prestigious awards from the Oracle and also from the Ljubljanska banka here in Slovenia. And let me share, and I would be super happy to engage with you after we will finish the presentations. So we are guiding, and what we are doing things to protect future generation. You know, our main goal is that the world will be okay in 2030, and that kids can be okay also in the 2050. However, despite the all super great technologies that you shows, you know, and that we are engaged, and we all know what is the problem, we are still extracting 90% of the virtual biomass every year. And we are still throwing away so many food, so many agriculture biomass, which can be absolutely used on a different ways as microalgae, insects, whatever you told us today. So we are in the waste economy, but we do not know how to really manage to become more sustainable. And this is just the results. I think that half of the people in this call experiment how hot was this year, and how terrible, for example, was in Slovenia in the flooding that we experienced in August, and even now in September, October, and November. Even not then go to the issues of the crossing the planetary boundaries, because it looks like that we already crossed them a couple of years ago. So, and being European, it's actually super good, you know, because we do not really see what our actions mean to, not for the marine life, but what kind of issue cause to the people which are not in Europe. This is from our projects in Ivory Coast and in Sierra Leone, where we help, you know, to increase the circularity in the plastics, to actually put out the single-use plastics of the value chains, because this is how the beaches looks like, this is how the rivers looks like. And it is terrible. And the people that they do not have really a lot of money, they are fighting against pollution that actually is coming from developed world. So it's you have here also the link to the video. You can see how the people can do, through the entrepreneurship and innovation, real business models, and curb out the plastics from the value chains. For example, in the tourism, you know, it is going, we can say, simple curbing out the plastic bottles and put the bigger dispensers, getting out from the small toileters and put the bigger, you know, the boxes or packagings of the shampoos and things like this. But in these countries, the problem is that they first have to produce this. Anyway, so just keep in mind, this is what's happening because of us in other parts of the world. And what is then about the circularity? Through different projects that we are engaged, or the service contracts, there is still a bit of confusions. What is circular and what is bioeconomy? But circular bioeconomy is economy which brings these things together. So we try to be circular, but we try to use bioresources, in particularly not go to the food chains, because we can use bioresiduals, we can use byproducts, we can use bio-waste to produce, and here comes the point, the products which are already on the market, which are in the high growing stage, and it coming from the applications in pharma, chemical, food, packaging, automotive. You have mentioned several of them, but sometimes, you know, we are all the time stuck and the idea that we need more promotion for the bio-based products. It's not really like this, and I think it's a big opportunity in the next years to come that we promote this. And what is circular bioeconomy business? Is focused to reduce, to be more efficient when it comes to energy, waste, water, to produce new products through valorization of waste or something for existing market. And then, of course, there are completely new opportunities. They're in a different level of TRL, and you know this much better than I do. So, but the whole idea is let's reduce our dependency on the virgin material, use advanced technologies. They are already on the market and creates new income stream and profits within the companies, because the companies is the one who will take over your innovation and they will make our life better and nicer. Here is just a schematic what can be done. I think that I heard today all 2 or 3 solutions that can help that this circle can be really closed. And I think that algae and insects are something which we can call work in the present with the outlook for the future, because you already with these technologies the loops are actually closed already. Yeah, of course we will always have something which we have to burn, but we are very close to have the closed loop in these technologies. And here is the map that we are working in one project which is called 𝐂𝐫𝐽𝐫. And here is the map of technologies which are available already in a TRL +7 for the high value existing markets, like, for example, plant-based meat, global insect protein market, sustainable packaging, and also several things which are going to the automotive sector. So the question is why we are moving so slow in Europe with all this golden opportunity in our hands. And here is some main topics. Probably there are many more. I'm not going into the details of technical issues, which were extremely nicely explained before, and oh my gosh, what kind of administrative burdens. But it is truth that Europe is we stagnate in the system, which doesn't allow companies to move things into the market. Not doesn't allow, we are very slow on this, because also founding opportunities are very limited on anything which is going to the market level, let's say TRL +7. And what is really important, and it is the red flag for all of us, we do have many indications that technologies developed in Europe are deploying outside Europe instead that we deploy them in Europe. So how we can manage this? Definitely we have to create new partnerships and really pushing to implement our knowledge in our own countries. So here is one opportunity. It is called 𝐂𝐫𝐽𝐫. It's actually a small Alpenspace project, but everybody inviting to get in contact with us. So 𝐂𝐫𝐽𝐫 will deploy a new funding schemes, which was already tested and piloting before, but combine different regional funding schemes from Alpenspace and above and beyond Alpenspace. And it will be the call which will support deployment of technology in the level +7 for high value addition markets, high value byproducts, bio-based products. The system integrates a value chain generator. I think it will be presented just about after me. And in particular, it integrates sustainability assessment tool, because in our work, we realize that we do have many times the problem that potential investors or bankers has an issue to really understand what is really green, what is really circular, what is the profit which comes out of this, what is return of investment, and in particular, what is the positive impact on the environment in terms of CO2 emission, in terms of reduction of waste. As part of this project, we engage with the banks, ministries, founding agencies, clusters, supplier, buyers, technology providers, because we believe that this is the impactful partnership which is critical to take the technologies that we have in our hands to the market.